I can be a fantastic performer, but you wouldn't know unless you see a job from me. So it is my own responsibility to make sure the job that you see of me is well done so that you can get a proper impression.
Segun Johnson, that's our artist. You chose this kind of hype kind of music, consistent call and response nature. Is there a reason for that?
Whenever I perform and I can't see someone shouting, dancing, I'm not fulfilled yet. So that was what led me to creating hype lines and songs that can engage people live on stage.
Know the art. It's another thing entirely to perfect it. At what cost?
I tell people most times when we grant interviews and we say, oh, it's God, there is an undertone that says that so much hard work. But you can't come on air to tell people, man, I practice for 10 hours, I do this.
Oh, you have to tell us. Because it's not the miracle. I mean, well, yeah, even if the miracle is going to play, I mean, you have to have something.
Yes.
Even God has to have something to bless.
Yes.
Right?
Well, there are two aspects to the cost of post-production. The first is the intellectual aspect. I can be a fantastic performer, but you wouldn't know unless you see a job from me. So it is my own responsibility to make sure the job that you see of me is well done so that you can get a proper impression. So it is impossible for you to do a post-production if you did not perform well. Naturally, you can't give what you don't have. So before you can say you want to do a post-production, that means you must have actually performed excellently at the events. So the intellectual aspect is your ability to represent what you did. It's just like you're doing it again. Some people don't come to the events that I perform and they still want to hire me. They need to see a part of me that portrays me well. So that is what goes to post-production.
You know, the way you are saying this thing, it sounds so easy and so simple to so many people.
I remember I had an event and I was singing. So the man doing the birthday is a polygamist. I have nothing against polygamy anyway. This is Africa. So he has, I think, 3 or 4 wives. I was hired by one of the wives. So after the event, the woman called me. Segun, bó ṣe ń pè ìyálé mi yẹn ti pọ̀ jù. Jọ nínú recording mi ò fẹ́ gbọ́, orúkọ mi nìkan ni mo fẹ́ gbọ́. Now, I didn't have a choice. I had to go back to the studio.
You will pay the piper.
I have to go back to the studio
and you want to collect your balance
and remove the names of the other wives of the celebrants. So that's the advantage of post-production, aside from quality control.
So in another 5-10 years from now, that's what we're seeing.
Yes. So in another 5-10 years, young people, as they grow into becoming adults, they are already familiar with the African nature and style of music performance that we're portraying from now.
I also like the fact that you are mixing music with comedy.
Yeah.
I've seen your work with Mr.
Macaroni, Remote, Kiki, Ketabila. So for every collaboration and every job I've done with any skit maker, aside from going viral online, there are major platforms where we key in those jumps for posterity, because in years to come, I want to tell my children and grandchildren, that by the time they have inherited your music.